The tale I am about to unveil today is an original Hindi adaptation, inspired by the timeless classic of W. Jacobs' The Monkey's Paw, penned in the year of 1902. But before we embark on this journey together, I humbly request you to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel. And do not forget to press that bell icon, so you may continue receiving the latest updates about our enchanting stories. Now, let us delve into our narrative. The fierce wind howled, rattling the very windows of the White family's home. Outside, the raindrops danced like diamonds in the shadowy night. Gathered by the flickering fire were Mr. White, Mrs. White, and their dear son Herbert, each savoring a warm cup of tea. And then, suddenly, there came a knock at the door. The door creaked open, revealing their old friend, Sergeant Major Morris. Drenched to the bone in his heavy coat, yet a mysterious smile played upon his lips. "I've traveled from distant lands," he proclaimed, his voice filled with intrigue, and encountered many strange wonders. Curiosity ignited in the eyes of the Whites, a spark that promised adventure. Morris, with a deliberate slowness, drew forth a small, dried, and twisted monkey's paw from his pocket. It appeared ordinary, yet within it lay an unsettling aura that stirred a whisper of dread in their hearts. "It's magical," he intoned, his voice grave, heavy with warning. "It grants 3 wishes, but beware, for each wish extracts a terrible cost." Mr. White chuckled, dismissing the gravity of the moment. A wish-granting paw? Ha! Morris' eyes darkened, a storm brewing within. "I've seen its horrifying consequences with my own eyes. It should be thrown into the fire," he warned, a shiver of dread creeping into his voice. Yet, oh, how human nature dances with curiosity. Mr. White, emboldened, picked up the paw, its surface cold and foreboding. After dinner, with a laugh that barely masked his anxiety, Mr. White held the paw aloft. "I wish for £200 so we can pay off the house loan," he declared, as if daring fate to respond. The paw twisted slightly in his hand, and the room held its breath. But nothing happened. Then, the very next afternoon, a man arrived, his face a portrait of sorrow. "Your son Herbert met with an accident at the factory," he uttered, voice heavy with the weight of his words. "The company has sent £200 as compensation." Mrs. White screamed, a sound that shattered the stillness, while Mr. White's heart crumbled into dust. The wish had come true, but at what cost? Days turned into an endless sea of silence, grief, and emptiness. One night, in the stillness, Mrs. White jolted upright, her eyes aflame with desperation. "Make the second wish," she implored, voice trembling. "Bring our Herbert back." Mr. White, fear gripping his heart, stammered, "But the condition he was in. I want my son back," Mrs. White cried, raw and anguished. Reluctantly, trembling as if before a dark abyss, Mr. White grasped the paw once more and made the second wish. A strange coldness began to seep through the house, wrapping around them like a shroud. A little while later, there was a soft knock at the door. Mrs. White, filled with joy, cried out, "Herbert, my boy!" She dashed to open the door, her heart racing with hope. But fear gripped Mr. White's heart like a vice. If Herbert had returned, what form had he taken? Just as Mrs. White was about to lift the latch, the knocking grew louder, frantic, as if someone outside was desperate to enter. Mr. White's heart thundered in his chest. His hands trembled uncontrollably. He seized the paw and made the final wish. "Whoever is outside, send them back to where they came from." The knocking ceased immediately. A heavy silence enveloped the house. Mrs. White opened the door, and there was no one there, only the chill of the wind and the creeping darkness. Mr. and Mrs. White sat together, their eyes brimming with tears, yet filled with a painful understanding. The message of this tale resonates deeply. Whatever we possess in life, if we find contentment, that is truly enough. The relentless pursuit of every wish can lead us down treacherous paths where only regret lingers. So, this was today's story. Share your thoughts in the comments. How did it resonate with you? We'll meet again with a new tale. Until then, goodbye.